I just would have had nothing. I would have had zero work. And for me to go back to a job right now is impossible with a 9-month-old baby. Like that wouldn't even be an option for me. So just living on one wage with a family of 5 of us would have been absolutely impossible. So I'm super grateful for having this plan B.
Hey guys, you're listening to The Side Hustle Movement, a podcast for you, the high-achieving female entrepreneur who's tired of their 9 to 5. Now, I know you're wanting to turn that side hustle into your full-time gig. Hell yeah. I'm Sheree Murray, ex-chef from the luxury super yachts, and now I'm living life on my own terms, helping women reclaim their financial sovereignty, time choice, and freedom back. Now, each week, I'm going to be bringing you tips and tricks straight to your phone that you can implement into your business. Are you ready to take your side hustle to the next level? All right, perfect. Hey guys, today we are here with the one and only Nicky Bryan from Bowen, Queensland. She's a boss babe that does affiliate marketing alongside me. And today we're just going to touch base on some really cool things. You guys have heard me rabbit on about high ticket versus low ticket. And Nicky's got a really cool story surrounding that. So Nicky, thank you so much for jumping on.
That's okay, anytime. Thanks for having me.
My absolute pleasure. Now, I know you're a busy mum, so I won't keep you long, but what's been your experience, say for people that are, a lot of people that listen to this podcast are thinking about coming into the online space. And as we know, things can be so daunting. There's so many, when it comes to affiliating, there's so many products you can affiliate with. Like, what's your backstory with getting into the online space?
Well, I have been on the online space for a while now, probably 3.5 years all up. And it's been an absolute game changer for me, especially last year because I fell pregnant and I did not ever want to work for anyone else ever again. So my previous company was a low ticket item. So for me, like I did that for 2.5 years, but I kind of wasn't getting to where I wanted to be. And obviously being a low ticket item, it was low commissions as well. So I was like, okay, things are about to get serious. I'm about to have a baby and my husband works in the mines and I really want to get him out. So for me, it was like I needed to just change what I was doing. And yeah, so I came across this company, which is a high ticket item, and I absolutely love it. Like it's just so aligned with me, and I love that I get to be myself and literally get paid really good money for it. So that's kind of what got me going is, yeah, having a baby obviously was the biggest thing for me to get myself set up, especially now with all this craziness going on in the world. It's just so important to have that job security because there's just none around at the moment, you know?
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing. Even in yachting, like so many of my friends have been let go, made redundant at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Chefs and chefing for me
so scary.
Was always my plan B. Like, okay, I can always go back to it if something happens. But when COVID, it wasn't there. And I know your business being like doing weddings, of course, when COVID hit, that's all canned. And how did having like the plan B of working online, how did it work for you?
Yeah, so my other business that I have is doing hair and makeup for weddings. So obviously when COVID happened, that literally all like shut down overnight because no one was able to get married. So I was like, oh my God, like I was just so grateful that I had this plan B because if I didn't, I'd literally like be screwed. Like I just would have had nothing. I would have had zero work. And for me to go back to a job right now is impossible with a 9-month-old baby. Like that wouldn't even be an option for me. So just living on one wage with a family of 5 of us would have been absolutely impossible. So I'm super grateful for having this plan B, especially in times like now where it's so hard to get anything. And of course you don't get any help from the government either. So yeah, I'm super grateful for having that just to fall back on, you know?
Yeah, just having that plan B. And so many people think when they're coming into the online space, well, what I get a lot of is like, oh, but I don't have any time to work on it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm so busy. But what do you say to that? You've got a family of 5, you've got a 9-month-old.
that's a cop out. I literally do not have much time at all. And I run 2 successful businesses. So even if you work in the pockets, it's doable. There's just no excuse for it. You don't need to be sitting on your phone all day long. You don't need to be talking to people all day long. And it's literally, you make it work in the pockets of time that you have, even if you set 1 hour aside a day to just really get in there and do what you need to do, you really don't need to spend all day doing this. That's why I love it so much, because it just works into my life perfectly.
Exactly. And when I was building this up while being on the yachts, it was an hour here and there, sometimes only 30 minutes, sometimes an hour when they get in bed, or maybe they were ashore. It's all the little bits you do now that make a big impact. Because when all my freelance stuff got canned, about $20,000, $30,000 worth of work just gone in a minute. The online stuff was a game changer. It was a lifesaver. Yeah. What actually ended up booming.
100%. Exactly. And the fact that it's all automated, you don't even, the business runs while you're sleeping at nighttime. So the fact that you literally, everything's done, while you're literally sleeping or out doing stuff, and it all just runs without you even having to do stuff. So it's so cool that you don't need to be sitting on your phone or your laptop all day long.
Exactly. It's a game changer. So what would you say to say there's a mom or a really busy woman that's thinking about getting into the online space. She's hectic. She doesn't think there's any time, and she's probably a bit overwhelmed with everything that's out there. What would be a couple of top tips you'd give to her?
I would just say that, honestly, like I said just now, you don't need a lot of time to do this business, and you literally get to be yourself. You get to express who you are, and I get to be a mom. I get to spend all day with my baby, and just this works in with my life. I don't work in with it. It works in with me, and just go for it. You've got nothing to lose. This is your life. You've got one life. And, if you're going to start up a traditional business, it's going to cost you so much money. And the fact that you can literally start an online business for such a low price that can literally set you up for life is not even a question in my mind to me. So yeah, I just recommend seriously just go for it. It's super important to have a plan B at the moment, and who knows what the future is going to bring. So, it's so important that you just set up and you have this backup plan, so you don't need to stress about times like this in the future.
Exactly. This is one way we get to take control, is by creating alongside our full-time jobs, alongside our freelance gigs, whatever it is, to 100%. Have that backup plan, to have that security, because that's what it's all about now. And as you said at the start, guys, high ticket, and that are going to give you at least 700 to 2K. 5K.
100%. It's such a game changer.
Yeah, exactly. All right, my lovely. Well, thank you so much for jumping on. I know people would have gotten so much value from this.
No worries at all. Thanks for having me.
No worries. We'll speak soon.
Hey, thanks so much for listening. Now, if you loved this episode and know a fellow female entrepreneur that's going to benefit from all the truth bombs I dropped in this episode, make sure you share it with them on your Instagram stories. I want to hear all your takeaways, so make sure you tag me as well, Sheree_Murray. Until next time, love from Palma.